Controversy will always be a part of football. Referees will always make questionable calls, no matter what new technologies or rules are introduced. And players will also keep producing mind-boggling moments, some incredible and some incredibly devious. So, how about we bring you the most controversial moments in football? Hit those like and subscribe buttons and make sure to watch until the end, because although you might be aware of our final moment, we're adding a surprising detail that will surely make you laugh. If this goal hadn't have been filmed, people wouldn't believe it happened during a Premier League game. During the 2009-10 campaign, and after suffering a 2-0 defeat against Chelsea, Liverpool had the chance to bounce back as they travelled to the Stadium of Light to face the Black Cats, Sunderland, in the 9th fixture of the league. However, the home side emerged victorious thanks to history's luckiest and most bizarre goal. Darren Bent's effort first appeared to have ricocheted off Glenn Johnson before passing Pepe Reina. However, with confusion appearing on all Liverpool players' faces, replay showed that the ball hit a beach ball thrown onto the pitch. But did you know that it was the Liverpool fans that threw it? That's why Rafa Benitez and his players didn't complain when the referee decided to let the goal stand. We have another moment for you Liverpool fans. This time it was the Reds' iconic forward Robbie Fowler. We all know the intense rivalry between Liverpool and Everton. Every Merseyside derby feels like an absolute war, with both sets of fans giving it their all, even days before the game. To this day, supporters try to give the opponents a tough time to affect their performances on the field. Well, that happened when the Toffees' loyal supporters targeted Robbie Fowler during the 98-99 league game, accusing him of being a drug addict. Everton took the lead 41 seconds into the game. However, 4 minutes later, Robbie Fowler equalised from the penalty spot and performed one of the most controversial celebrations in history. He approached the white line, fell to his knees and started sniffing the line in response to the Blues' accusations. He scored a second goal, winning the game 3-2 for Liverpool. However, his celebration didn't go unnoticed. Despite Liverpool manager Gerard Houllier trying to explain his players' antics, saying that it was an African tradition Fowler learned from his teammate Rigoberto Song, the FA clearly was not convinced and handed the player a 4-match ban and a £32,000 fine, the largest dished out to a player at that time. Before we move on to a moment that literally was the reason behind introducing new officiating technologies into the game, hit those like and subscribe buttons. It'll be greatly appreciated. Our next moment takes us back to the 2010 South Africa World Cup. You probably thought we'd talk about Luis Suarez's hand of God against Ghana. Well, the Uruguayan was sent off and Ghana got their deserved penalty, which Guy Asamoah missed. So it wasn't genuinely a controversial moment, as everyone got what they deserved regarding the ref's decisions. That's why we decided to pick another moment, and this one really changed the outcome of the entire game. England and Germany had to face off in the tournament's round of 16. The Germans were the favourites to win the game as England struggled to qualify from their group. 32 minutes into the game, the Manschafts were already 2-0 up. However, in the 36th minute, Upson pulled one goal back for England. Less than 1 minute later, with the English having all the momentum in the world, Frank Lampard delivered a wonderful shot that hit the bar and obviously crossed the line. Everyone thought it was 2-2, but the referee and the linesman had different opinions. The play continued with everyone on the field shocked as the ball clearly went in. Obviously, such a decision took its toll on the England players as they crumbled in the second half and lost the game 4-1. But you're probably wondering, why didn't the referee count that goal? Well, to be honest, we may never know. Well, mistakes do happen, but they don't have to be repeated, and that's why new technologies have been introduced to the game since. Unfortunately for England, the goal line technology wasn't in use then, but thanks to Lampard's goal, it was implemented 2 years later. During the 2008-9 Champions League campaign, Chelsea held their own in Camp Nou and came out with a 0-0 result against a peak Barcelona side. In the 9th minute of the return leg at Stamford Bridge, SEN gave the Blues the lead with a sensational strike, putting one foot in the final. In the 23rd minute, Malouda made a bursting run on the flank and Dani Alves kept chasing him. The Brazilian fouled the winger outside the box and kept doing so inside the area, where Malouda finally fell to the ground. That's a penalty, right? Not according to Tom Henning Oibro, because he decided to give a free kick just outside the penalty area. 3 minutes later, Didier Drogba went through on goal, but Abidal did everything legal and illegal to stop the Ivorian. Again, the referee did not award a penalty or give the French defender a red. But wait, there's more. With 9 minutes left in the game, Piqué turned into a volleyball player and blocked Anelka's dribble with his hand. You guessed it right, the referee didn't give anything. The referee's disaster class even continued after Iniesta's 90th minute goal. Balak's head nearly exploded as he asked for a penalty after his shot hit Eto's arm in the dying seconds of the game. But we believe that Tom Henning Oibro was never going to give Chelsea any decisions, even if Barca's defenders committed a real crime inside the area. With the final whistle blown and Barca proceeding to the final, Drogba had a complete meltdown as he shouted to the cameras while being held by security. It was one of the most obvious football robberies in football history. We all love an underdog story in football. It's what makes the sport so unpredictable and thrilling. But when the underdog's success is clouded by cheating allegations, it leaves a bitter taste. Well, that happened for the co-hosts of the 2002 World Cup, South Korea. In the round of 16, South Korea faced Italy. This game saw the Azzurri have a legitimate goal disallowed and Francesco Totti controversially sent off for diving. Only then replay showed that Totti never dived and didn't deserve his second card. South Korea went on to win in extra time with a golden goal scored by An Jong-hwan, who was on loan at Perugia in Serie A. The Italians were so livid with the robbery that they immediately cancelled Juan's loan deal with Perugia. But the drama didn't end there. In the quarter-finals against Spain, 2 Spanish goals were questionably disallowed, leading to South Korea's victory in the penalty shootout. The co-hosts made it to the semi-finals, where Germany eliminated them thanks to Balak's goal. However, the football world was in shock. Accusations of biased refereeing and conspiracy theories flooded the discussions. The referees involved in these controversial decisions, Byron Moreno and Gamal Gandar, faced significant scrutiny and were not selected for subsequent international tournaments, indicating a silent acknowledgement of their questionable officiating. While South Koreans celebrated their historic achievements, many in the global football community did not consider South Korea's achievement legitimate. Football is a game of moments. Sometimes a split-second decision can change the course of history. Such was the case in 2009 during World Cup qualifiers when France faced Ireland in a crucial playoff match. The stakes were high, with a ticket to the 2010 World Cup in South Africa on the line. As the game progressed into extra time, with the aggregate score level at 1-1, a William Gallas goal, assisted controversially by Henry's hand, broke Irish hearts. Replays clearly showed Henry controlling the ball with his hand before setting up Gallas, leading to widespread outrage. The aftermath was intense. Calls for a replay from the Irish Football Association and fans worldwide fell on deaf ears as FIFA upheld the result. Henry himself admitted to the handball, but said it was the responsibility of the officials to catch such incidents. While France secured their place in the World Cup, the incident left a shadow over their qualification. For many, it remains a stark reminder of the imperfections of the beautiful game and the need for fair play. As the curtains draw on our journey through football's most controversial moments, we arrive at a scene that needs no introduction, set on the grandest stage of them all, Diego Maradona's Hand of God. In the 51st minute of the 1986 World Cup quarter-final between Argentina and England, a seemingly harmless ball floated towards the English goal under the watch of Tunisian referee Ali bin Nasser. With a sly flick of his left hand, Maradona punched the ball into the net, deceiving both the referee and the English players. When questioned later, Maradona cheekily described the goal as a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. But Maradona wasn't done. Just minutes later, he showcased his unparalleled genius, dribbling past 5 English players to score what is often hailed as the goal of the century. However, we've got a little surprise for you. Did you know that years later, after that fateful match, in a gesture of camaraderie, Maradona visited the Tunisian referee Ali bin Nasser? The two took pictures together, with Maradona planting a kiss on the referee's cheek and even posing with the Argentine shirt, showcasing the beautiful unpredictability of football beyond the pitch. While Argentina went on to lift the World Cup, the Hand of God remains one of the most controversial moments in football history, a testament to Maradona's audacity and the unpredictable nature of the beautiful game. And there you have it, guys, a few of the most controversial moments in football history. Do you have other moments you'd like to share with us? Please mention them in the comments section and make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get more content. Until next time.